Hello folks, hope you're all doing well. It is one of those days again today. I had a plan to come up here. I've been to the garden centre, I've got some compost, I've got some of the buckets down there, you can't see them just off camera. And I had some stuff planned, ready to film, ready to start getting some stuff ready for into autumn, into winter. I've got seed potatoes ready to go in for Christmas. I've got some carrot seeds, I had an experiment planned, I had different types of compost, all sorts of stuff. And I've forgotten things. So I forgot my camera, so you're on the phone again today. So we haven't got the GoPro that's 10 times better than using the phone to film with, so apologies for that. Hopefully the sound's still okay, because I've got the radio mic on, so hopefully you won't get that weird thing where I walk away from the camera and the sound goes a bit quiet. And what else did I forget? I forgot something else that I can't even remember what I've forgotten. And it's absolutely tipping it down outside today. Honestly, this last sort of, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, it hasn't stopped being like this. 10 minutes of sunshine, 20 minutes of absolutely torrential rain. So you're probably getting that through the microphone as well, because the rain's absolutely bouncing off the top of the Polytunnel. And when I first came up to the plot and came to the gate, some of the potatoes were looking absolutely terrible. So again, instant panic as usual. Is it blight? Is it blight? Because the weather's been humid, it's been hot, it's been damp, it's been wet. Again, I think it's just natural dieback. I would take you out there and show you, but there'd be no point. We'll go out there for 2 seconds and the camera lens would be covered in rain and you wouldn't be able to see anything. So we're in the Polytunnel, we're undercover, we're here, we're dry, we're safe, we're sound. Let's not worry about what's gone wrong. Let's do something useful while I'm here. So I need to water all the plants, but I won't bore you with that. One quick update I will give you on that though. You might not be able to see it from where I've got the camera I've got, but all of these plants, all the ones on this side, we've got them in those halo pots. And so far this year, the halo pots have been absolutely brilliant for watering. Literally every 2 to 3 days, I'd say, yeah, that's about how often I come up, fill the halo pot with water, that's it, job done. Don't need to do anything else. And the plants are thriving. You can see them both sides here. And speaking of thriving plants, that's the job I'm going to do. Some of these tomato plants you can see here, I mean, I'm what, 5'10", and this is probably a good sort of at least 6 inches taller than me, and it's starting to get to the top of the tunnel here. So I'm going to start pinching the tops out on these as well, and that's getting up there as well, and the ones at the end there. So we'll pinch the tops out on them. This side of the polytunnel, this is peppers on this side. So this end, one tomato, all the rest are peppers. This end is sweet peppers, this end is chili peppers. But you can see again, the chili peppers are getting tall. I mean, this is tall for a chili pepper plant. You normally only get them to about, let them get to about, I don't know, 40-50 centimetres. I mean, this is getting a bit tall for that. So I'm going to pinch out the grown tops on these as well to stop them getting any taller, and hopefully they'll bush out just a little bit more. I mean, they're pretty bushy at the moment, which is great, but there's only really this one here has actually got really good fruit on it. I'm just having a look about. What I'll do is, at some point, probably towards the end, I'll switch on to the handheld and we'll have a proper much about here so you can see what I'm talking about, rather than me just waffling on and not really seeing it from over there on the tripod. But again, apologies, I forgot loads of stuff, but I thought, right, well, yeah, let's just film something. Let's not mope about. Let's get a job done. So I'm going to pinch out all the tops from this plant here backwards. Not that one. Is that one? Let me have a look. I can't tell if this is a sweet pepper or a chili pepper. I think there's a chili. Yeah, it's a chili. Yeah. So we'll do from here backwards. Pinch the tops out. All the tomatoes along the back there. Pinch the tops out. The cucumbers maybe need a little bit of a trim as well. They're not necessarily height wise, because they're not doing too bad. That needs tying up a little bit, and they're not spreading too bad. But we'll have a mush about. We'll see what's what. Anyway, right. Sorry for turning my back to you, but I need to go and find my scissors or my snips. Let's see what we can find first. Let's show you this one a bit. This is the bag. I mentioned this the other week. I bring this back and forth to the allotment with me every time, because it's got stuff in it, stuff that I need here and stuff that I need at home. I also carry around a lot of stuff I don't need, like the instructions for building the polytunnel that we're studying. I'm pretty sure it's built now already, and it's just You know, there's a hacksaw in there, there's some drill bits. I don't have a drill with me. Why do I have drill bits in my bag? It's just, wait, I've got a bottle of water, I've got some seed potatoes that I can't put out because I've forgotten to bring stuff to do that. So, let's see if I can actually find what I'm looking for here. And it weighs, you know what, this weighs a ton. This weighs half a ton, this bag, because I'm carting about loads and loads of stuff that I don't need, and then I find it really frustrating at times like this and I can't find what I'm looking for. And now I've just got a wet bum and I've been leaning against these because you get condensation on the inside of the tunnel and it drops down on the plants and the cucumber leaves are wet and I've got a wet bum now off the cucumber leaves. It's one of those days, but I found my scissors, right? So I'm just on the chilies, the very, very, very top of the main stem of the plant. I'm just going to nip them out, and it's just going to stop them getting any taller. Because what are we now? What's it now? The 8th, 9th, 10th of August, something like that. So I want the plant. Well, this rain, this noise in here. Hopefully you can hear us all right. I'll see when I get home and I put the video on the computer whether this noise is too much or not. But I want the plant to be putting all its energy into the little flowers that it's already got on it, or the fruit that's already grown. I don't want it at this time of the year. I don't really want it trying to grow any more fruit. I'm doing this one already down here. There's not really much grown on that one. That will come right down. And this one here, I'll snip that off. So some of the ones down here, I'll show you these at the end as well. The tomatoes seem to be taking so long to ripen this year. And I've only just started ripening at this end. So there's a couple down here, but all the ones down here are still green, and I'm a bit worried about these ones at the bottom here. Some of these massive tomatoes. I don't remember what type they are. It's like a beefsteak tomato, but I'm worried that they're going to split before they ripen. But I'll show you them once we've done this bit of mess this one is. Anyway, that's coming up there. Let me just see what's what here. This one's got a couple of suckers growing in it, which is right difficult to spot where the growing tip was. Right. And again, apologies because I keep turning my back to you, but hopefully I pick up my voice still. Right, let's have a look at this one. So you see the main stem. There, don't see, I can't remember these trees. Let's have a look. Let's see where that's coming up from. It's coming up from there. Going there. This. Yeah. Let's stop it going that way. Let's look at this one here. Pop them down there. We'll get rid of them at the ends. That's about that one. No, let's have a look in the back here. As well, where the main growth's coming up. There's a mob in that. You get rid of that still on that here. Get rid of that. Like that. And that. There's only a couple of plants left to grow, honestly. What a state this rain is. I'm assuming it's like this over the rest of the UK as well, and that everybody else is having this problem with the weather. But honestly, one minute it's absolutely blazing sunshine out there and it's roasting hot, and 10 seconds later it's absolutely torrential. And I mean, there's no wind either, so the rain's just dropping straight down. So it tells you how big the sort of the splashes are on the rain, how big the droplets are, by the noise it's making on the roof there, they're coming down. Absolutely horrendous. It's like a chilly jungle back here, trying to find the right bits to snip off. Yes. This one, and again, it's getting late in the season, especially for chilies. I'm still still banking on us having a bit of a late summer, because summer was late in arriving. Remember, April and May were absolutely awful, certainly the first half of May, but April was horrendous. It was freezing cold, and we had drought-like conditions. There was no rain. It was really, really weird. And when I first transferred the chilli plants in here, they had a terrible start. They were looking great when they came out of the house. When I first put them in here, all the leaves went sort of brown and crispy, and I thought they'd had it, to be honest. I didn't think they'd recover, but they're absolutely flourishing now, and I just hope there's going to be enough time through the rest of August and probably September as well. I'm hoping September's going to be warm, because we sometimes hit on being warm in September. It's going to be enough to get a decent crop of chillies off these and get them ripened up in time. There we are. But again, that's another reason for doing this, is just snipping out the tops of the big stems so that the plants will just follow this one up, are putting their energy into growing the fruits and ripening the fruits that's already there, as opposed to anything new. And I really don't want new fruits at this time of the year. Anyway, while I'm doing this as well, I might as well say hello and thank you to all the new subscribers that appeared on the channel recently. Not the last video that I did about what seeds I'm sowing in August seems to be doing really well. Some of you do really well, some of them don't. And if you watch the one before that where I talk about YouTube analytics and how YouTube works and how you try and get your videos spotted by other people and things like that, the August one must be doing alright, because I'm getting more subscribers, which is absolutely brilliant. It's great to see. So hello to everybody who's new, thank you for joining, thank you for subscribing. While I'm on about that sort of thing, if anybody else would like to subscribe to the channel, please do, or give us a thumbs up. Well, you know, I was saying it was one of those days where things weren't going right. As I was filming, the battery ran out on the radio mic, so I've had to take the camera off the tripod, so there might be a bit of a funny edit here that you've just come into, from me being over there trimming a pepper plant, talking about the foibles of YouTube and how the analytics work, to me now standing in front of the camera chatting to you. Enough of me waffling about that. I'll spin you around and I'll show you what little I've done today, and we'll see how it's going. Righty-ho, let's have a spin around. So we'll start up here with the chilli jungle. So I'll take a step back here. So this one here, this is the one with the fruits on it. So you can see they're growing away quite nicely there. I can't remember what variety they are, because I've got 3 different varieties here, and I managed to get them mixed up and lose the labels. But once the fruits ripen, once they change from green, one of them's a sort of dark coloured smoky flavoured pepper, one of them's a white one, and one of them's a sort of reddy coloured one. So once they ripen, I'll be able to tell you what sort of varieties they are. But this one's fruiting really well, but you'll see the other ones, they've got the flowers on them. There was another one, is it that one? Yeah, that one. You can just see there the sort of, let me just move this, just there, you can just see the start of the fruit starting to appear on that from the flowers. And I think most of them, yeah, that's just the flowers there. I don't know if there's any sort of further down on this one. Yeah, you can see there the pepper's just starting to form there. So most of them are like that, which is why I'm hoping for a bit of a longer summer to make them last and get those peppers grown and get the fruits on them and get them ripened in time before the cold weather comes and all these plants decide to die. But what I've been doing as well, you can see here where the stems are grown, we've just chopped the tops off them, or nipped them out, whatever you want to call it. That's just going to stop all these plants growing any taller, because if let's just take a step back or two, you can see, if I come down, you can see just how tall they are. So I've maybe let them get a little bit taller than I'd liked, but we'll see how they get on. Same with the tomatoes. Let's have the tomatoes, so you can see them all the way along the top there, on the main growing stem. They've all had the tops chopped off them, but they're doing all right. And as I mentioned earlier on, we'll go through cucumber jungle. Well, let's move back one, sorry, next one up. Right, through cucumber jungle into where the tomatoes are. But I mean, look at the size of that one. It's absolutely massive. And I'm just a bit worried. It's grand on the bottom there. I'm just a bit worried. You can see there that they're going to start to split, because that's nowhere near starting to ripe. That's as green as it comes, and so are the ones up here and the ones along there. They're all green. There's plenty of fruit on. I'm not worried about that. You can see them there. There's loads of fruit on. It's just how green they are. But if we come up to this end, we've got hope. So these are Tigrella tomatoes, and you can see they're sort of stripy, and that's just I just feel that just about ready. So that one, I'm saying that one to see if you can see it. I've got the camera pointing the wrong way. So this one and this cheeky little one over here is just about, I reckon they only need another few days. I reckon by the weekend, because today, what day am I filming on? Today's Monday. I reckon by the time Monday's done and we're into the weekend, I reckon I'll be picking them. What else have we got? What else can I show you? See, these cucumbers are looking great. This variety here, there's a couple down here as well. Mini Munch. Oh, honestly, I must have had 50 cucumbers off it so far this year. Absolutely brilliant. And the ones down here, look, these are going great guns as well. Look at the size of these. They're looking decent. These two at the end here, this one and this one over here. One's Masterpiece and one's Ridge. But again, I can't remember which one's which, because I'm absolutely rubbish at remembering to put the labels on. Anyway, enough of that. Let's spin you around and we'll finish off. Well, I do apologise for today's haphazard video, but you know, it's just real life. These things happen. Sometimes I forget to bring stuff, sometimes I don't. It's a bit annoying because I went and got stuff from the garden centre and that all ready to go, get some filming done. But you know, it'll keep for another day. The world's not going to end just because I forgot to bring some stuff with us to plant some stuff out. So we'll just give it a day or two. I'll come back and I'll get some more videos sorted. We'll have the GoPro, we'll have the proper microphone, we'll have it all set up properly, and we'll get some good content done for you. Anyway, this was just more of a quick update in the torrential rain, and as soon as it stops raining, I'm making a run for it that way towards the car. Oh, there's the thunder now as well. So I don't want to be holding some sort of metal stick, an electronic device up in the air and inside a metal framed polytunnel when the thunder and lightning's coming. So that's me done for today, folks. I'm going to run home and hide from the thunder and lightning. See you again. Bye for now.